Hi, folks. This is Wesley Wright. You know me as the Un-Bougie foodie.
And I'm Chef Jametta Raspberry from House of Gristle. What's up, party people?
Yay.
Hey.
This is our Friday. We're having our food Friday day.
Yes.
And we are talking about Asian.
Oh, we're talking about Asian cuisine.
Yes.
Or we're talking about good old, Vietnamese, Thai, Hmong, Chinese.
All the different types of cultures and
Yeah.
cuisines that are here within. We're in the Twin Cities.
Yes.
And
We're surrounded by them all, everybody.
Neighborhoods. I mean, literally neighborhoods. The farmers markets that you see. I mean, you clearly could see a number of the farmers markets. The farmers themselves are of Hmong, Asian, just the culture itself. So
very large immigrant community here. I think Minnesota is considered like a sanctuary, Minneapolis is considered a sanctuary city or a sanctuary state. So we welcome a lot of immigrants here. And so I think about...
That's a great thing.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm not sure how long ago it was. It was definitely in my lifetime where I remember that we had this, the agreement of, housing and building Hmong communities and accepting Hmong immigrants. And it just kind of exploded and really highlighted the other Asian communities and neighborhoods around.
Right.
And it seemed like these places that have always been there, that have existed for about 20, 30 years, as far as I'm concerned, started to show themselves more prominently, in my experience.
And is that we're talking about on a culinary?
Just as food, everybody has their Chinese food spot, right?
Of course.
Like the one that's closest to your house.
I'm still learning, so yeah.
Well, you got like 20, but like.
Well, I mean, yes.
I think a normal person, I think most people have, the non-foodie people have their like go-to one or two Chinese food
This is where
spots.
they're going to refer everyone to or say, hey, I got to take you to this spot.
Right. Or where they get their, whatever it is.
The best egg rolls or the best spring rolls. Yeah.
And
Quangs. No, sorry.
Yeah, so everybody has something near and dear to their heart. But if you look up and you open your eyes and you realize they're all over, like all kinds,
In every aspect of every areas of your neighborhood, it's, yeah.
And I know our buddies at So Lao are really trying to push to get Laotian, or Laotian.
Yes.
More Laotian style cuisines, restaurants, and food trucks out there. And funny enough, my neighbor is Laotian growing up. So I've lived next door to a Laotian family for about 35 years now. And they hooked us up with that kalpoon. Okay?
Kalpoon.
The kalpoon, okay? Let me tell you. So
which brings us around
we've had a day today.
We've had a day today, and we are, again, because we are, we're having this day of Asian cuisine, we want to talk about the subject of these different cultures, food, the cuisines of the specific culture, the Asian culture, and again, that covers quite a area. Again, as you mentioned, Hmong, Chinese, Thai. It's a type of food, actually. Sorry, but there has been talk in the past of certain restaurants being, I don't know, horseshit restaurants serving Chinese food.
So Andrew Zimmern said they were horseshit.
Yes.
No one else said that. No one else said that. And no one fucking asked him. Okay? Don't get me started. Oh, wait. It's too late.
It's too late.
So I don't think there was ever a conversation about
Not a real one.
lack thereof or quality. But he wants to be the voice for the Caucasian community, which is fine, I guess. But it came at a cost. And it was unfortunate because we are in Minnesota and we don't really have a very large grasp on the culinary fabric of American cuisine. You know, we don't speak loudly here in Midwest.
Even though Minnesota is becoming, I think so, is becoming a food-focused state or city. Minneapolis or the Twin Cities becoming a food-focused, area in the Midwest. A lot of, and I'm not just talking specifically about celebrities, but a lot of restaurants and new concepts and so forth I see are here that I guess maybe was not here before. I don't know if this is, if I'm incorrect. Again, when I say I'm new to the state, there have been people that have lived here much longer than I have. But I think people are paying more attention to like the Midwest and specifically, like the Twin Cities.
Sure. And there's a difference between a city known for opening restaurants and a city known for its cuisine.
Right. Exactly.
You think of Chicago, you think of New York, you think of LA,
Yes.
you think of Florida or whatever.
But again, where are they? Those are on the coasts.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, Chicago's in the Midwest.
Yes. So
Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're known for something, whatever. Besides cars. My bad, Detroit. Shout out to D-Town. Shade.
Wow.
But anyways, you know what I'm saying. So we had an opportunity.
Yes.
Opportunity to be a voice in the fabric of American cuisine, and what was him being, I don't know if it was self-nominated or whatever, but it was quoted that he was the Twin Cities unofficial mayor. So the mayor,
I'll leave that alone.
So the mayor of the Twin Cities decided to go to the press and say that our Chinese restaurants are horseshit.
I mean, his exact statement.
Go ahead, read it.
Yes, was, I'm saving the souls. I think I'm saving the souls of all of the people from having to dine at these horseshit restaurants masquerading as Chinese food that are in the Midwest. This next statement, which I had to try to figure out what rubes is, but I'll mention it. But he said the goal is to coax the flyover rubes, and we just looked that up, to try a higher form of Chinese food. So what I have to do is to introduce them to hot chili oil, introduce them to hand-cut noodles, and introduce them to real roast duck. But people that are in those cultures, they know how to do that already.
Right.
So I don't know, maybe it would have been better for him to say, I have to introduce
white people?
Yes, to that, because
and you don't have to introduce a motherfucking thing, because there are people that are walking down the street, opening restaurants, going to work, making stuff at home, having parties.
It's their life. It's their livelihood. That's their generational wealth. That's what they want their children to carry on and know about their culture. So for someone to say that.
So before I reopen an old covered and healed wound. We all know that story is old, right? Like, this isn't new news. This isn't breaking news. That story came out how long ago?
December 29th, 2018.
2018.
Yes.
So a couple
Almost
years ago.
Yeah.
Still kind of fresh, considering we just went through a whole ass pandemic.
Yeah.
But funny enough, he opens a Chinese restaurant to do exactly what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
And with dreams and aspiration of opening 200 of those in the nation. How's it going, Drew? How is it going, Mr. Zimmy?
I think that was kind of left, or it was decided probably that was not the route to go.
Because it was horse shit.
Yeah, well.
So, anyways.
Indeed.
I don't want to give him too much energy,
No.
but I wanted to touch on how these old ass chefs, white male chefs, continue to have their voices amplified and glorified, and he's the voice of food and cuisine, and we watch his shows and we read. Literally, I beg every single one of you, only do this once, but I will prove my point. Go to your news feed, wherever it is. If it's on Facebook, press news. Scroll about 2 to 3 times from the bottom to the top. Then you'll be presented with some food news.
Of course.
Every day. Every day.
She's actually proved this.
Every day.
She shared this with me as well. So
there is some sort of article about Andrew Zimmern. Okay, Chandra taking a picture. There's some sort of article about what he ate today or what he said yesterday. And so what, 3 years ago he said some bullshit. It made the press. He opened a failed restaurant. He aspired to do 200 and ain't done a motherfucking thing but keep popping up with his shiny bald head in my feed. It's time to move on. And I'm only speaking for my own self. I will stand behind my words.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, but we're also here, definitely to have conversations like this, but also to highlight, showcase, individuals such as Yia Vang. And even though, people have their own way of doing
and
their own.
And the reason why Wesley said Yia Vang is because we're at Graze and Provisions.
Yeah.
And Yia is opening Union Hmong Kitchen officially today. So, anyways, go ahead.
As of 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I just figured that it's a great way to bring light to what he's doing. I think everyone really already knows in the Twin Cities. If you mentioned Yia Vang, they know him, see him, hear him, his stories. He's a person I really connect with because of the fact that he tells the stories. But again, the importance of showing I guess if you want to say the negative and bringing a positive to it. There are already people here in the Twin Cities or just in the world that are already doing the things that folks don't need to feel like, hey, I need to come and show people about hot chili oil. I need to show them about or teach them about hand-cut noodles or whatever. But there's people already doing it. Why is it that you are the person that's going to be the face of it or going to be the expert? There are already so many different experts that is it just and that's to my point of why is it that it takes a white person to do something and then someone accepts it as, oh gosh, this is wonderful, this is beautiful, this is delicious or whatever. But if a person of that culture is doing it, they just think, oh, whatever,
Oh, white supremacy, and that's the lay of the land. So again, whatever he said, again, is horseshit. And we're going to let that pass us by.
Yes.
And we are going to celebrate, like you said, the beauty of a diverse community that we live in and start showing up.
Yeah, exactly.
My girl Mary just walked in.
Got him. Like, see her over there. I'm like, she's busy doing stuff. So
we're out here doing this podcast.
We are.
And Chef Jametta don't podcast, okay? She's a chef. And my homegirl just walked in and saw it and was like, what are you doing?
Exactly. What's happening?
So Fridays we get together, we talk, we
have a
dine,
cocktail.
we connect, we have cocktails, we just really, you know, enjoy and imbibe on, you know, what our cities, because we got two, they're twins,
exactly,
has to offer. So today, and we, you know, when we go out, we don't like, it's not burgers and fries. Sometimes it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is. It might be a pub or whatever. But for the most part, we want to explore places that don't really get to shine as much.
Exactly.
But also that has the best food. Fuck all the other shit. I don't care what everybody else is saying. I want to go where I want to eat. And I want to eat stuff that has flavor.
Seasonings.
And it's hard to find. It's hard to find.
Exactly. And that you really are going to enjoy the food.
Unless you go to St. Paul.
Well,
they got some good
yes,
spots over there.
Of course.
So we started out with Thai.
Yes.
Go ahead, talk about your spot.
Krungthep Thai.
Krungthep Thai.
Krungthep Thai. It's a Thai place over on Rice Street. And see, I didn't have the address pulled up.
That's okay. They don't need to know. This is national.
They don't need to know.
No, it's
okay. Yeah. Somebody in
we
the
do it. This
neighborhood.
Isn't a Wesley on his local radio show.
I'm not talking.
we talking to everybody.
Well,
we just let them know the name of the spot,
okay.
and we in
it's
Minnesota.
In exactly.
Shoot, Google it.
Find out where it is yourself.
Nah, but Google it. Yeah, it's okay. Like there's restaurants all over the place. It's not like you can order online from New York. You know what I mean? So you got to be here to taste it.
Really? No,
I know it sucks, but got to be here to taste it, and more importantly, that we enjoyed some authentically. You know, I want to talk about these places. I want to talk about when you go. The menu is 5 pages long.
This is like 8.
I think it was like 5 or 8. Ugh. Thick.
Yeah.
It was a karaoke book, wasn't it?
It was, and I know it can be kind of overwhelming. There's a lot to actually, I mean, if pictures help, yeah, you do have pictures, even though they're kind of small, but still there's like rows and columns of food and descriptions and everything that you're actually going through. And you're like, wow, can I just stay on the appetizer page itself and maybe pick from off of that right now?
Yeah.
But, you know, I enjoy, not just enjoyed, I enjoyed the stuffed chicken wings.
So we had stuffed chicken wings. We had
deep fried pork,
spring rolls, deep fried pork, roasted duck was fire.
It has a nice little kick in because I said medium, but I'm quite sure you probably would have wanted it a little spicier, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had I forgot the name of it already, and it don't even matter. Don't get it.
Yeah.
It was like whatever. It had a weird little flavor to it, but hey. You can't win them all.
No,
all right?
exactly.
And I like to try new things, and then I decided, hey, I'm not gonna go that route.
Understood.
Sometimes I gotta stick with my tom yum soup or my cow soy, or sorry, cow poon.
Yes,
cow poon. And anyways, don't matter.
It was enjoyable. I mean, it wasn't anything
vinegary, right? Yeah. Fish saucy, salty.
Yeah.
Those flavors, it's just always so intense.
I love
Thai food.
I love the dips. I love and honestly, yes, I really, as in another place that we had gone to, another Thai place, more ocean, I suppose. I'll say lemongrass. I mean, for me, I could just sit there and have basically everything on the appetizer page, you know, and just be satisfied.
I agree.
You know, and I think likewise, you know, Krungthep Thai too. I guess I'd have to have more things on throughout the menu to find out if I'm going to like them. But for what I have had, I did like.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. So, yeah. It's in Twin Cities. It's in St. Paul. So if you ever come visit us or whatever, yeah, you could always.
That's a good spot.
Yeah.
There's many.
And it's huge.
Yeah, it's a big spot.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a big dining room. I don't know. You know me. I got a little. I mean, I'd like They have an event center, so they would have like weddings and stuff like that. So it was a really big
You think
spot.
it's an event center?
Yeah,
really?
it's had
It's
a
in it?
yeah, it's in
Okay.
it.
No,
It had a name on the door.
did it.
Yeah, so there's
I
a
guess I
whole
didn't pay
like
attention to
ballroom
that part.
downstairs or whatever, but yeah, it was dope. I loved it. Super cheap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like probably one of the last layer places that we can go and spend, $10, $12 per item.
Dish, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mostly now it's like 18, $20.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoyed that. So so we had the Thai food. Now we gonna get into this Hmong food.
Yes.
And
As a matter of fact, Chef Yia Vang we're outside. So I don't know if it sounds like we're trembling or anything like that. It's a little
cold out
chilly.
here.
It's a little chilly. Hold on. Uh-oh, they got damn heat. Why they get them heats working now? Mother suckers. But we are about to probably go grab some wonderful dishes or snack foods. Because I see lollipops, I believe is what he described, and there's some noodles that are over there. Yeah, we're gonna go have some of that and take some photos like we always do, and enjoy. Oh, interesting.
Oh, you want to take a break?
Yeah, I think we should take a break.
Okay, we'll come back.
All right, people.
All right.
We'll be back shortly. And we are back. Hopefully, I think. Can I put a thumbnail to this of us eating food or something? I don't know.
How much muck can you bang?
Yeah, how much bang can you muck?
Yeah. So
Oh, y'all.
in
We're eating chicken popsicles or chicken pops? Anyway, whatever. And hearts and other things.
yeah, so we got the Hmong sausage
Mhm.
and the chicken
Mm-hmm.
and chicken hearts.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 skewers with it. Yeah, we're just gonna eat. So where we're at is I'm not apologizing either. We're at Graze and Provisions, which is a food hall
Exactly.
in Minneapolis. It's next
North
to the
Loop, right?
North Loop. It's
Mhm.
next to the Target Field baseball stadium.
Yeah.
And we got a few friends that got some establishments up inside.
Yeah.
You know, they have a variety of food stalls that you could choose from. A beautiful patio and a awesome like rooftop patio too. So today is the grand opening of Union Hmong Kitchen, officially in Graze and Provision now.
Yes.
And if you know of or have ever heard of the name Chef Yia Vang, he has, I would say, would you call it a docu-series or a reality series or, some sort of a cooking style show on TPT, and it's called Relish. So check that out. So anyways, he's been hustling for a long time, for a few years. I've watched his journey, to go from a cook to, finding his voice and a way and a lane to express his creative storytelling through food. So he is really taken our cities by storm. So I'm super proud of him. And anyway, so today we've got some, like we said, some skewers of meat.
Some noodles.
And some noodles.
And the hearts. So if you hear smacking, that's what you're hearing. Us eating food.
So he out here with
Wait.
he out here with a grill. And he got these skewers all up on it, grilling them. And as go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's all you.
I was just about to say I took 3.
Okay.
I took 3, following someone else that took 3 at the same time. But of course, one of the chefs was like, "That's exactly you got 3 of them. Good. That's exactly what we want." I'm like, "Dang. Okay." Hopefully, no one was gonna look at me and have 3.
I don't get that. You did what you were supposed to do.
Was I?
He said he wanted you to, right? Or no?
They just.
Oh, okay.
Just me. Just.
I thought he said take whatever you want. That's what Yia said. So I did. I'm gonna try everything. These chicken hearts, y'all.
I was just about to say.
Let me tell you. Okay.
If y'all not have it before.
Okay, grilled. First of all, the char is that like perfect sweet char. That there's a fine line to get this char right.
Without burning it.
If you got too much char, it overpowers everything. So this is, it's smoky.
It's quite perfect, actually.
And it's almost like, if you've never had chicken hearts, it's almost like, it's like sausage.
Yes.
But it has a little bit of give to it. And I don't want to say it bursts in your mouth, but there's a snap.
Is there like, what is that? Is it like some type of caramel or something on it? Or do you know what I'm saying? Or am I?
Oh, I'm not sure how he marinated it, but I'm sure he seasoned it with something.
Gosh.
I don't know. It's beautifully like. I'm just getting like this. It's simple, straight to the point, light, smoky barbecue.
Yep. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I have to eat my last one. There are, 4 or 5 of them on a stick, aside from the pops, the chicken pops, and of course the what do you call it, the Hmong sausage.
If you can go, if you're feeling brave enough, go to the store, get a thing of chicken hearts, put them on a stick, and put it on your grill until you can make it to Yia. And at least try it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
it's not for everybody.
We're not doing that. We're not canceling people. It is for everybody, and everybody should try it. You know what I'm saying? That's
not
the point.
what I was trying to say.
Okay. What are you trying to say?
No, I'm just like, everyone has their own taste. That's probably what I should have said.
They do have their own taste, and you're right, Wesley. And I think what we tend to do is try to convince people not, and we want to bring the people in. Let them
make their own determination
like
and everything
out
of it.
Throw that on the grill.
Thank you, Chef.
You want to talk to him?
I don't know.
You ask him if you talk to him? You want to sit and talk to us?
Do you think he would? I didn't ask. Jametta.
What is going on?
Huh? Well, I'll put it on another mic. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, I think we should, right? We here?
Yes. I would like that.
Okay, let's do it.
I would like that.
Ask him if he wants to come here.
And just say a few. Okay, y'all. We're going to do a little. We're going to take a small break.
Look, we acting like we got advertisements already. We don't.
I know.
Doing it on our
we'll
own.
be back in just a brief moment.
Sorry.
We are back, folks. We are back. We have a guest with us at the moment. So,
okay, we have Chef Chandra here.
Hello.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Hello.
My homie.
Yes.
She's joined the Union Hmong Kitchen. She's been there, and she's one of the women cooks that I respect and I see, and there's sometimes you explain your colleagues as solid. That's kind of a word. It's either you're green or you solid. Solid means go, right? It means higher. So put your mic up to your mouth, girl. You know what you're doing.
No.
Exactly. So anyways, I brought her to the table. She had a hand in the food that we're eating right now. But I wanted to ask you a question. I want to ask you about your style of cooking. First of all, a little bit about your background and what got you into this, and then talk about what makes you passionate about what you do, and why are you doing this shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started cooking when I was 20 at this restaurant in my hometown in Elk River, and then ever since, I've always worked in restaurants, but always in front of house, and the front of house didn't allow me to be who I was in the restaurants that I was at, like they telling me to cover up like my tattoos and my piercings. I'm like, I love these things about me. So after they kept like bugging me about that, I'm like, these bag of house people get to look however they want. I'm gonna go back there.
Exactly. That's where I want to be.
do.
So then I started cooking, and I'm like, this is like really cool, and like the science behind it, and like I was lucky enough to like work under some really amazing chefs that really cared about explaining things to me.
Sure.
Like just like even as the stupidest questions, like they just went through every detail, and I really appreciated that. And so my brother is also a professional chef out in New Jersey, and we weren't like super close growing up. Like we did stuff together,
Right.
but like we never like talked about things. We just like he was forced to like bring me around because like I'm the little sister or whatever.
Okay.
He's dope, by the way, too.
But
I beat him in a cooking contest.
yes, I was there. It was
My bad, y'all. My bad.
But no. So I started cooking, and then I reached out to him. He was gone for a while on the East Coast, like doing his own thing and whatever. And so I didn't see him for a few years. And like, I like reached out to him like, hey, I started cooking, blah, blah, blah. And he got really excited. And then we started just like bonding. And he gave me like his first knives that I like still have.
Cool.
And I just like wanted to cry. And I'm like, this is like the most sentimental thing that Josh has ever done for me.
Oh, man. Wow.
And then ever since then, it's just always like there's new purpose like every day. Like there's like it started with just like me being closer to my brother, and then it went into me understanding my culture, and then understanding other people's culture, and then like how it all brings everyone together, and then like that just made me want to keep going. Like I said before, it's like it's hard for me to understand a lot of people and a lot of differences, and I'm really like working on like expanding my knowledge and like relating to people more in like different ways, and I think food is like a great way to start that. So that's why I just keep doing it, because there's just something new to learn every time you cook something, and there's like you just can't go wrong with like feeding people.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
How old am I? Okay. So
how old are you?
I didn't ask that.
You're
like,
I just turned 26.
Okay, I was like, you're about 21, 22.
No. So I'll be like 31 in 5 years. Well, honestly, so I'm moving out to Arizona to open this restaurant for this like fancy campground, like 20 minutes south of the Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna do that and just kind of be alone for a couple years and try to figure out my purpose in life.
Nice.
Like, what am I other than a chef? You know, it's like a lot of people like they just see me as that, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm more than that. But then I think about it, I'm like, I don't think I'm more than that right now.
Sure.
But I'm gonna go out there, and then hopefully I find myself when I'm all alone, and then I'm gonna come back and figure it out. I stopped looking that far out, I guess, because life changes so much.
Understood.
So
it's all good.
Yes.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. And
taking the time to sit down. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, certainly.
Clap it up for the ladies in the back of the house. Let me tell ya.
Yes.
When you get one, you say, sit down, and why the fuck are you here? Why are you still here? You got to be a strong, strong woman to survive this type of work.
I didn't think I was going to make it after the first year.
No. Yeah, I've quit 5 times over and come back.
Yeah. Well, why do I keep coming back?
Yeah.
Because you love it. It's your passion, and it's.
I do.
I thought it was because I was
probably more, but I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm a person on the outside. I've not worked in a restaurant. I'm not in that realm, or have not been in that realm. But I definitely appreciate it, and I see individuals such as yourselves working there. I'm like, dang, that's some work, you know.
I really thought it was because I was a masochist. Like
that's everybody. Yeah. That's everybody.
I like to torture myself.
Okay.
Anyway,
so if you know anybody,
and on to the next segment.
All right, we appreciate you. Thank you for taking time to talk with us.
Yes.
All right, get back to work.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, folks, we are back. Just had a wonderful conversation. What is that? Impromptu interview. What's her name again?
Chandra.
Chandra. I didn't get her last name. Do you know?
Wobbolt.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate her sitting down. Chandra Wobbolt. thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us. We are. I'll say we do this every Friday or every weekend. Just want to thank you all so much for taking the time to listen to the show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I wasn't ready.
No, sorry. That was my fault. I just kind of like said it and then threw something over there to her. But really, it's just giving us an opportunity to really enjoy the opportunity to have these type of conversations, enjoying food, libations, having topics to talk about regarding food.
Yeah.
And meeting new people, having conversations like that.
Yeah,
This
was
actually
great.
Really cool.
We had some awesome flavors today.
Oh my gosh, yes. Definitely.
Connected with some people. We saw
Yeah.
a bunch of people. We outside. It's cold. I'm ready to go inside.
Like,
I'm done.
ready to go right about now. All right, y'all.
All right.
I think I have one more swallow of my drink to have. She done. But we're
Let's go.
ending the show, so thank you all so much. Until the next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.